40inbox.com here, and I thought this was pretty crazy. Adam22 brags about how much money he's made after allowing his wife to sleep with another man on camera. Let's get into it. YouTuber podcaster Adam22 claims he's made a ton of money after allowing his wife to sleep with another man on camera. Last week, Adam, who founded the popular No Jumper podcast, revealed that he was letting his wife, Lena the Plug, film her first ever intimate scene with another man just months after they got married. So I've been with my girl for 7 years, just got married. We're not in an open relationship, but from a porn perspective, we shoot with other girls. Over the weekend, she filmed her first ever scene with another man. After she did it, I did feel kind of odd, a little bit of that feeling in the belly. Which I'm not going to play the videos just because like it's probably going to be like a copyright kind of like issue kind of thing. But wow. And on Thursday night, Lena released the scene publicly, and it didn't take long for Adam22's name to trend on social media because people were mocking him. And apparently, also, the guy that he let sleep with his wife is also a guy who has, I think, one of the largest schlongs in the adult industry. So that's going to be interesting. So, in the latest episode of the No Jumper podcast, Adam bragged about how much the couple has made due to the publicity of the tape. Having seen how viral it went, it's kind of insane that I would ever have like potentially stood in the way of you doing this just because this has obviously been such an amazing thing for your career as well as mine. Just like the money I've made off of talking about this on YouTube and Snapchat has been kind of ridiculous. Now, what's also kind of interesting, Adam22 on a podcast long ago by Andrew Schultz, right? I think it's called Flagrant or whatever, Flagrant. He basically says that I am too rich, I make too money to let her sleep with other dudes, right? And yet he does this now. Kind of interesting. Adam has apparently made so much money from talking about the video that he bought his wife a new car as a thank you. Now we'll play this because this is on Twitter. But again, like this video is technically a YouTube video, so he's probably going to copyright that potentially. So let's see.
Okay, Lena, I'm so proud of you doing your first ever BBC scene that I decided that I wanted
Of
to do
course.
something nice. Open your eyes.
What? This? For me? Oh my god! Babe! I really get to keep
This
this?
is for you.
Oh
Anything for my queen.
my god. I can actually heard of you now. I love it. Thank you!
And the thing is, I mean, they're obviously milking this for like massive publicity because they're all he he's just basically doing all this to just drive massive amounts of traffic to his private content to make more and more money, to her private content to make more and more money. But like the way that I view this is like how much money is enough, right? Because again, he said before that he makes too much money or makes enough money to not go down this path of letting her sleep with other dudes or being okay with that. So, why did that mentality change, right? Because you'd think if that was like a situation where, like, okay, like I make so much money, like millions and millions of dollars, why would I want my lady to be sleeping with other dudes? You know? I don't know. It's just kind of interesting. I just thought it was like an odd thing to do for someone who wasn't okay with it before and also defended her not doing it because he was rich to now basically being like, yes, I basically want to go down this path and let my lady sleep with other dudes, well, technically one dude so far, just so that I can make more money, right? It's like, why? Like, is money that important to you where you like ended up changing your viewpoint on the whole thing? And the biggest problem that I see with this is now leading a path to where how many more guys is going to be sleeping with your lady now, because you already opened the door, right? You already opened the door to allow this to happen over money. So what's to stop it from happening again? What's to stop her from just basically divorcing you, taking a lot of the money, etc.? So it's just kind of like an interesting thing. Like, I just don't really understand why he would do it, because like I just don't understand like why money is such an important thing to the extent that it would change your viewpoint on this whole aspect from what it was before, right? Because this is like a money thing, and he's already making crazy amounts of money. Like, he was already, I think, bringing in like over $1 million a month, I believe. So if you're making $1 million a month, right, and you were basically in a situation where you were sleeping with your lady, you were also able to sleep with other ladies with your lady, and again, you're making over $1 million a month, why would you go down the path to where, for more money, you let your lady sleep with other men? When she was basically agreed that like she wasn't going to go down that path out of respect towards him. So it's just kind of like an odd thing. Like, I don't really understand it. And the thing is, I don't think it's going to end well. Now, it might be a little bit different because they're kind of like in the adult industry, technically speaking. But once you let someone go down, like once you open the door, it's really hard to close that door again, right? Like, once you open the door of letting someone sleep around in your relationship, it's just not really going to be good. But hold on, let me actually see this. So, Adam22, how much money he makes per month. Let's see. Does it say this? That is not correct. Adam22 says how much he makes. Let's see. Videos. Okay, so this is back in 2022. But that's on YouTube. That's probably get copyrighted. Let's see. I might have to just play it then. The thing is, I really don't want to. Screw it. Whatever. Who cares if it gets copyrighted? If it plays. If it's gonna play. Okay, so
Song's talking about making $500,000 up.
let's see. No. Settings. Playback speed. 2 times.
Without that information, I just decided. But you know how he's clicking? Click.
No. Hold for precise. Most replayed. It's such
I
a
don't want to
pain.
downplay
Yes.
that.
Different fucking
Well,
levels.
hold on.
No, yeah, and that's great for sure. Yeah.
Actually, making $100,000 a year.
You're right.
I don't want to downplay
Yeah.
that.
Because if you can do that, that's
if you can
fucking
do that,
amazing.
if you could quit your
Yes.
job and make $100,000 a year off YouTube, you are successful.
Okay.
Yes, but if they can pop out a lot of viral content in a month, they can have crazy ass months.
We said, okay, we're gonna.
Jesus Christ, where the hell is it?
He said, nobody ever walks away. I said, let me ask you a question.
Oh my god, I can't even. Hold on. Adam22 making 1 mil per month. Okay, let's do this.
In terms of like income, are you comfortable sharing any of that?
Sure, I don't care.
What is the
Playback.
whole brand make in a month or in a year?
I mean, No Jumper might bring in $1 million a month.
So No Jumper, his podcast makes $1 million per month.
Wow.
And then Plug Talk.
Wow.
And I think his Plug Talk is his adult content type of stuff.
Not quite as much, but in the ballpark arena of that.
How? Yeah, where's
Of that.
how?
So, okay, so basically it's almost like $2 million a month that he potentially makes. So, combination of his podcast and his adult content basically bringing in roughly close to $2 million a month. So, if you were making $2 million a month, would you really risk your relationship with your lady for more money? Like, how much more money do you need? This is the thing that I just never understood. Is like, I like money, I like making money, but there is like an extent where like money is not everything, right? Like, are you just gonna like sell like every single part of you to like just make more money, right? What are you gonna now like chop off your leg to make more money? Like, to me, it just seems kind of like crazy.
Yeah, where's it?
We do that.
Yeah, you gotta consult us on this. Is it sponsorship revenue?
Not really. That's how we would get to $2 million a month, is if we had a fucking Barstool Sports type ad sales team really
Yeah.
blanking on our shit in ads. No, I mean, a big part of it's Patreon. We have a Patreon that does 6 figures a month. Facebook has been insane. We're making a couple $100,000 a month on Facebook. YouTube does good. Our Clips channel all of a sudden does
That's
super
just-
good.
That's just crazy to me. Like, to me, it's like, it's just not really worth it. It's like, I don't know. It's just me personally. Feel free to give your thoughts if you stumble upon this, but dear Lord.